Baju, kasut, slipper. Semua dah ada. Let's go. Woi, Jan! Banyak enam, Abang. Lagi mana tu? Adalah rahsia. Kak Nam pergilah habiskan potong bawang tu dulu. Kereta baru? Tak pernah nampak pun. Pakcik! Pancing anak ikan ke? Anak ikan? Bapa ikan! Harimau makan dodol? Makan dodol lah! Pisang. Sedap ni pisang ni. Oi, Mak Kawi doa. Jangan picit-picit. Yang lain boleh pilih. Yang ini saya punya. Okey. Assalamualaikum. Mak, orang ada bawa dodol, ikan, pisang. Banyak lagi lah. Mak. Kakak. Nenek tak ada. Dia kata dia pergi KL, rumah kakak. Mak, pergi KL? Kakak janganlah nangis. Nak susu?
Kelakarlah cerita bonda ni.
Boleh cerita lagi.
Okey. Cerita lagi Lepas tu kan, bonda pandu kereta naik bukit, bonda jumpa beruang buat ketupat pula.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
What differentiates an expensive car? It's a telescopic steering. Okay.
I'm surprised. This car got telescopic adjustment.
Yeah, you never bothered, right? Just now
I didn't bother.
you
Yeah.
thought don't have, right?
Actually, not that I thought don't have. When I sat in, I felt that it's. But
okay
yeah,
lah.
yeah, I thought it didn't have also lah. So.
So I just swapped test cars with HP. I'm now in the Xpander. Let's look around the Xpander. Here's a button to activate the camera. Info, I suppose it's for that. To start the car. Let's start it. Alright, this, if you toggle to the right, it controls the right mirror. If you toggle to the left, it controls the left mirror. Okay, sorry for this. Steering wheel, you have cruise control, you have steering wheel control buttons for your volume, voice command, accept phone calls, and close it. And then you have this gloss surface, nice for hands to touch because it feels just like, you know, those lacquered wood, but of course this is just gloss black plastic. Alright, sorry, a little bit wet because it's raining out there. Here it doesn't pass through, so you can put your smart tag. Down here you can put bottles and some other stuff so they won't move around. And is this a fuse? Oh, it's not a fuse. You can put some other items over here. You can put a little carpet here and put some coins there. And let's look at the center console. Here we have like a stick-up iPad. The screen is larger, and if I'm not wrong, it also has all the connectivity features for your phone. Alright, which you can play your music, you can radio, you can do whatnot, whatever with it. Plug in your USB. Alright, and down here you have two USB ports, which is pretty nice. And let's see how deep is that compartment. I like cars with places you can put your wallet and all that. Ah, nice. So you put your phone, slot your phone there, you can charge it. The cables run there. And below here is same depth. You can put your wallet. Okay. And here, push this in. There's a little tray over here, and you can put your other stuffs here, or you can cover it. Interesting. Most car of this segment will just leave it empty like that. And then here you have a secondary layer where you can put your tissue boxes, not boxes, the tissue packs, right, and your mask and all that. And then now this is okay, the size is alright, not too big, not too small. And then you have some cross-stitching seats. These seats are smaller than those in the Triton, alright, because this is a smaller car. And then over here you have a very deep compartment. Alright, it's pretty deep, so you can put your snacks, you can put your canned drinks and stuffs in there. And then here you have two cup holders. And then that's a very long and big handbrake lever because it makes it light to pull, even for ladies. Alright, easy to operate. Up here, no vanity lights, but then you have this. Alright, don't forget this is an MPV, right, for the whole family at the price of a Honda City. So there are families out there where they can only afford one car, right? They only want one family car that does everything, right? So last week we went and did some charity, and then we gave out some mattresses to the needy community of Orang Asli Kampungs, because the old people there, there are actually old people in in rural areas where their kids are working in the city, or some of them don't have kids and they're staying by themselves. They don't have the financial capabilities to have a nicer bed. Some of them have back pains and all that. Right, so we give them some really nice Sono mattresses. There is a dash cam over here. I hope all cars come automatically with I hope all cars come with dash cams. Alright. Here is a secondary blower where it sucks the aircon from the front passenger area and blows air across the rear. Alright. So in the middle you can see is 40-20-40 split in the second row, and then at the third row is 50-50 split. The seats all can fold flat. Right, they can all fold flat, and then you can load some serious stuff. Alright, here manual aircon controls. Malaysians, even if they give us climate control, we'll just operate them manually. Alright, so that's for your temperature, that's for your air volume. And alright, decent air but not very noisy. Alright, here there are some fixed stitches on the dashboard just to garnish it up. And here as well, and then here there's some silver bits to make the cabin look more lively, and there's a mixture of materials over here. But make no mistake, this is a budget MPV. Everything here is just there, and they last. And you know, because these are hard plastics, but it's not the cheapest hard plastic where it hurts your knuckle. No, these are the okay ones, but it's still hard plastic. It's not some soft touch polyurethane material, things like that. Alright, so the other day we because the kampung areas are, we have to pass by Uluyam, and Con was driving this car, and he was having a hoot. This car is nice to drive. You can go test drive the car in showrooms, and then you can bring it on a more exciting drive. It handles, right? Like the Outlander, you know, when you drive the car, you thought the car is going to be soft and lumpy, but the moment you go into a high-speed turn and all that, it's nice. So it is the kind of car whereby you can go balik kampung. Of course, now it's MCO. You can go balik kampung, you can drive 110, 120 Malaysians, you know, on the highway, and then you met a bend, you won't like go wobbly and all that. No, it's stable, nice, sits nicely, and then it turns. Alright, so it is the kind of car where it's an everyday car, you just use it for everything. Yeah, for your family, for your small business, whatever. Let's drive. Let's release the seatbelts. 360 camera. Now it's like any car has 360 cameras now. So it's good to be able to see the country over there, because from here I can't see whether my front is getting near or not. Alright, let's do this. Steering wheel is very light. Exactly the type where people likes for daily driving. It's a no-frills car. Its purpose is not doggy or what, it just does what it does. It is that type of car. Wait, let me waze my way home. There we go. Can I put it here? Can I put it here? No. Alright, visibility is excellent. See, I have to put on a different hat when I test drive cars like these, right? You can't do the Jeremy Clarkson thing for every single car, or Chris Harris, you know, that if it is not a fire-breathing V8 twin turbo, then it's a bad car. So there are cars where people just want to use daily, like that. You know, easy on fuel consumption, smooth drivetrain, and no frills, ownership experience, low maintenance, low fuel consumption, low everything, and then maximum capacity, maximum seating capacity, loading capacity, and it just does everything for a family. Because there are families where they can only afford one car, and they have 4 children, 2 adults at home. You know, the whole family needs to go out. Each of them with one seat belt. That's the best. Because of course, technically, you can sit an entire family in a sedan, you know, but a few of them will be not having their seat belts, right? So you won't have that issue with this. So, yep. And I think they style it alright, because when you compare to the segment cars like BRV, Avanza, see, the Avanza is sitting on sort of like a half ladder frame platform, right? And this is a monocoque, right? So space utilization, this is better. And in terms of ride height, this is the type of ride height where you're actually sitting higher than normal cars, is even slightly higher than that of a HRV. And you have the ride height, the gap between your car and the road. So clearing obstacles or undulations and all that is alright. Alright. Of course, it's not the sexiest looking bullet shaped Grand Tourer, you know, it's not. But it's a affordable, slippery shaped MPV for the family. Alright. Yeah. Smooth. Huge interior. Very easy and zippy to drive around because of the light steering wheel, you know, the rather fast steering rack, and I think the Japanese are masters of this in terms of space utilization and minimization of footprint. They are masters at this. Interior packaging, they know their stuff. Oops, the seatbelt is knocking against. There we go. Smooth. It's just smooth. And it's not draggy like some of the lower end drivetrains. Like they're trying to, you know, course and all that. No, it's just very small tapping. Yeah, just tapping on the throttle pedal is enough to give the go. That's again what the Japanese car makers usually do. They make the throttle pedal ultra sensitive so that you feel as though there's a lot of go in it. Huh. I mean, short of looking like a Grand Max, right? Like a that's a van. I can hear some sound from the water, but of course this is because of the segment. That would have been the same, right? These kind of segment, they can't put too much undercarriage, soundproofing, cost, and of course weight and all that. So this is a lightweight car. A lightweight car that does quite a thing. And you know, this type of cars are very popular in Southeast Asia. The living standards of Southeast Asia is coming up, and more families can afford to buy cars, but the birth rate is still rather high per family capita wise, and you know, parents and then 3 or 4 kids is very normal, some even 5. So it's very normal to have 5 kids in this type of region, and that's why cars like these, where you can pick up the entire family and do your thing, has the market. The market potential is there. Not potential. The market is there. Yeah, the need is there. People need this type of cars, and it's good because when you think about it, of course, an SUV is sexier in these days, right? But what an SUV does is actually the same as what a passenger car does. Right? 2 seats up front, 3 seats at the back, that's it. Of course, with a higher body and all that, and then of course they can charge more money because there's a higher value perception over there. But cars like these are what people need, right? So, and you get proper 3-row seating. Like the Arus, that is also based on sort of like a half leather frame chassis. So yes, it rides high, but there's the frame underneath, so the interior space utilization isn't as good as this. And because this is a monocoque, it gives better ride comfort, yeah, compared to those. Alright? It has the largest space in class, it has the most equipment in class, and I think that's all you need to sell a car. Of course, it has an attractive front fascia. Yeah. So traditionally, these type of segments, MPVs, they're low riding, like those in Japan. But then over in our region, in markets like Thailand, in Indonesia, or East Malaysia, you have kampungs, right? You have yellow brick roads, and those require quite a bit of undulation, or have quite a bit of undulation, and that's how it is. Comfortable car to drive, not a barnstormer of a car, but nevertheless, it does its thing. Yeah. Alright, let's go up. I have a rather impatient CRV behind me, wanting to go. Motorcycle coming down the other direction, and the impatient CRV with its 2.4 liters of displacement has overtaken me. Like the CRV, you know, is 50,000 ringgit more than this, but it doesn't do more than this. Of course, it has four-wheel drive. It's a car of a bigger segment, and there's more space, there's more soundproofing and all that. But in terms of families where they only have one car, they need the maximum utilization, maximum utility. It will be this type of car, bang for buck wise. Alright? It's alright. The Triton is quieter, certainly. Visibility is very good. The side mirrors are huge and tall. Yeah. I don't need to lean too much to have the angle of view of two lanes, which means it's impossible to not spot cars on my blind spot. I will have everything in my view. Yeah. Yes, it doesn't have the power of this nor that. See, I'm a responsible driver. I come out so the X70 can come out. Yep, because of this slow lorry. Rear wiper. Nice. Oh, it has auto wiper as well. Cool. What about the headlamps? Auto headlamps as well. Very good. So guys, if your car has auto headlamp, right, just leave it as it is. Just leave it there. You switch off the car, it will switch off. You don't have to always fiddle it, because now most cars, the speedos will light up whether you switch on your lights or not. And that's the result of a lot of cars out there driving at night, not turning on their headlamps, because they thought they already turned it on. Transmission is smooth. The ride is smooth. But it's an MPV sitting position. Means that if my hands wants a reasonable reach, my legs would be, you know, not as stretched out as in a passenger car. Right? It's more like your dining table sitting position. Yeah. So these are more meant for everyday driving, easier ingress and egress, because you are in an upright sitting position, not a lying down, you know, lazy chair kind of sitting position. Yeah. But these type of sitting position also gives you a better commanding view towards your surrounding, again for daily driving. Yeah. Alright, that's my driving experience of the Xpander. Good effort. Cheers.